Hello.
Hi there.
Yeah, how was your day?
I've been good today.
Yeah, nice. That's good to
Thanks for
hear.
the
Yeah,
call.
just got a little bit late because there's been another session, but it's all good. Well,
Okay.
I think we can kind of start with first of all going through your form real quick. Did you fill that out?
Yeah, I should have filled it out just like
Mm-hmm.
15, 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see here, just real quick. Kind of keep an eye. What is that nickname you use there on the form?
It should be the man. My nickname is Leo. If you want to just call me my real
Mm-hmm.
name.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So
But
it's
I'm fine with my Discord name.
yeah, I'm just trying to find your form. What is that name you put in there?
I should have put the man in a can. Should be the first
The
name in
man
there.
in the can. Okay, okay, okay. See, there's no problem. Okay, so this here. Okay, so what you mentioned there so far, you want to first of all, your long-term goal is to realize different situations more in depth. Hopefully, gain knowledge on them. That makes sense. Short-term goals just realize when to push into fights and when to back out. Makes sense to me. Currently, we Plat 1, playing Ramattra
Yep.
is a Sigma. Yeah, so the performance there, yeah, we just been I think discussing quite a lot, um,
Yeah.
just with all this team practice. That's good. Well, I think, well, you think, and you need to work on your situational awareness and teammates positioning. What can you elaborate on that? Actually, sorry. What is that situational awareness you struggle with exactly? What is that about for you exactly?
Situation awareness, probably mainly what's happening with my team. Like
hmm
at the moment, like I can realize what's happening to me at the moment, but it's hard
hmm
for like since I'm mainly just like looking at frontline, it's hard for me to realize what my team is doing.
I
So
see. I
maybe
see.
just give me some tips on how to
hmm
realize what they're doing while I'm
hmm
keep my job going as well.
Right. Right. Is there anything what do you look to do so far?
The biggest thing I try to do when I look at my teammates is sometimes I'll look before the fight, like where they're gonna go, kind of, but
hmm
then like during the fight, like if they have to rotate or something, that's
Right.
my biggest
Right.
problem probably.
Mhm. Mhm.
Other than that is also like when I should go in as a tank as well,
Right.
uh,
Right.
and when to back out.
Okay. Okay. We can discuss that a little bit more then. I think just mainly focus
Yeah.
on this timing part today. We have some, yeah, we have around, if I believe we have 30 minutes. We can do a little bit longer if you need, if you have any questions. But yeah, let's see. Just gonna go
Okay.
through this replay. Um, yeah, any questions before we start as well, or
No, just should I just close Overwatch right now? Like I don't need it open right now, right? Because I can hear the game in the back.
yeah, you can close Overwatch. Yeah, that's completely fine.
Okay,
Okay,
that should be it though.
let's take a look. So we want to, I guess, focus more on your. It should be Armatra, Orisa, and Sigma. Then, yeah, we kind of want
Yeah.
to probably skip the. Oh, so.
If you go to defense,
Mm,
our defense round, it should be like halfway through.
I'll
Uh,
see. Okay,
yeah,
so
I switched to Ramatra
this is
earlier as
where.
well.
Yeah, yeah. So it's even early, like here-ish. Okay, okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
So if we start with your timing, let's see. Yeah, maybe kind of play this out first, right? See what do you do. Okay, so you do this initial pressure, do the shield, okay, and then there's all of this cooldown rotation, right? All of this kind of using slow, and then you probably kind of expect finding
Yeah,
opportunities to do the nemesis. Okay, let's see what you
yeah,
do with this. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my
yeah.
question to you, when you do all of this, and it might be even slow here, what is that additional thing you can do to make it easier for you to understand if it's the right time for you to like commit something? Yeah, is there something you can be doing right now? Yeah, like when you about to
Hmm.
push up. What's your thoughts?
So pushing up here,
Yeah, yeah.
probably I could have seen that spear that hit my shield. That probably would have been a decent time to push up because then they wouldn't be able to really push me back. And then I try to use my nemesis form when their venture went up. That was probably a bad
Right.
idea.
Do you know that
Uh,
your team can follow up on your pressure?
yeah, that's one of the biggest things. I don't know really what my team has right now. I don't know if we
Exactly.
use like
Exactly.
speed and stuff. So I'm
Yeah, exactly. So see, like,
pretty sure we kept wall. But
if I'm gonna go in now, is it gonna be beneficial to your team in this current position, right? Let's say I just decide like instantly push, right? It might be not as good, maybe. Yeah, what's your thoughts? Yeah, it just seems
Yeah.
like because they're kind of one corner away. Yeah, they need to be a little bit closer to me. It seems like at least here
Yeah.
or at least there. Once they get in position, they can be pushing up. So, um, what you can do first is just before applying pressure. If we want to be kind of more active as a tank, you find more options to do. It's either you're slow or like finding good opportunity for nemesis. Just look around simply. Yeah? So before do any action, yeah, before any being active, let's put it this way. Yeah, active means I do something. I use my cooldowns. Um, use it offensive or defensive, doesn't matter. Yeah, just before look around and check. Yeah, like so before using your shield, you gotta check and see, is that really something? What's benefiting my team currently? And you can see like it's not. Yeah, it's not as much. Well,
Yeah,
it
that's
can
not the
be
best way.
maybe, yeah, but it's just what if I wait slightly, like 1, 2, and then maybe place the shield, and then I'm gonna use the slow as well. But see, like even this slow, your team is in this kind of stabilized phase, and it's always gonna be the case. Maybe for you to look for more additional triggers. So whenever you kind of rotate from one space to another, maybe I rotate from A to B. I kind of spend some time, like your team, they spend some time. Moira went in, Lucia went in. They usually will try to stabilize before pushing another corner. So maybe do it this way. So
Okay.
one, I'm gonna write down like just before applying pressure, being active. Yeah, being active. This is what I'm gonna say. I need to look around and check. Is it sounds good to you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just make sure nothing's gonna
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
either push me out or just like make sure my team's ready with me.
Yeah, and specifically as a note for you, whenever you run brawl composition with brawl com, you you usually gonna be pushing from one corner to another. You usually gonna go from one corner to another, and it's kind of like once I got to the corner, I stabilize. Yeah, I kind of want to be in control, and then push the next one. So it shouldn't be always kind of go from here and then instantly pressure. It shouldn't be the case. Always one step at a time, one space at a time, kind of. Yeah, take space step
Yeah.
by step. So I don't have to throw anything yet. Yeah, it's been kind of maybe a little bit of waste though with the cooldown. You don't have to do that necessarily. Okay, that's fine though. Like once you do this again, you gotta confirm. See, my team is ready. Confirm it with communication. Maybe look around and check, and then push up. This is like seems now. This is better. I think they can contribute what you do here. So yeah, just gotta see the who do you apply pressure on? Maybe somebody to wall, and then try to push them. Okay. Yeah, so wait here. We just wait on this point. That makes sense. And now you just do some early poke damage. That's okay. See, like this is another story where the enemies they're actively pushing themselves. Yeah, they pushing by
Yeah.
themselves. So what do you think about using your
S-
cooldowns? About using your shield? Is it a good time? Like now? Yeah. What's your opinion?
I feel like it was a good time. I heard
Hmm.
the ventral
Mm-hmm.
pop, so I immediately just popped my shield basically on my body, and then
Mm-hmm.
just tried to keep our team alive. But I
Mm-hmm.
backed up. I could have probably stayed a little bit more forward here.
Hmm.
Uh, Alicia's kind of forward here. Yeah. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the shield wasn't a bad idea for me, but I could have probably stuck a little bit forward just to apply pressure to their Venture or their Orisa.
But this is overall like fine thought process to me though. It's either before you apply pressure, yeah, before you apply pressure, you're trying to use your cooldowns. Sorry, like look around, check, and then use the cooldowns. Okay. So this is just making sure you enable your team. Yeah, enable your team push, or you disable the enemy team push. It's okay if they be an active, and you mentioned it before. Arisa used the spear. Something to keep an eye on, but I think keep an eye on something big also. So it
Yeah.
helps you to understand. When do I use my resource? Okay, so if you
Yeah.
keep an eye on the, let's say like here. The two biggest things I usually always, and this is something we talked about with the planning, is if
Yeah.
enemies using ultimates or they using specific cooldowns, they commit something. They commit something. Okay. Here, well, what are the big resources you can be playing around? You kind of, let's say they use this kind of cooldown, so you can be confident that you need to use your shield or use your maybe nemesis. Yeah, what are top C cooldowns you need to play around? Let's put it this way. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I heard the Venture ult, so I immediately saw that their Venture was pushing
Yeah.
down with their
Besides the
Orisa.
ultimate, like just the cooldowns. What
Just
else?
the
Mm-hmm.
cooldowns. Okay, so Fortify would be a big one.
Mm-hmm.
Immort 2 is a pretty big one.
Yeah.
Speed,
Yeah.
I don't think I would put Speed I think Speed would be the third one, but
Mm.
for defensive cooldowns on their part,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the big defensive ones or offensive ones even, especially
Mm-hmm.
from Fortify. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Speed would either be second or third, either next to Immort or next to Fortify.
Right, right. Yeah, so this is how you think. So yeah, they commit something, okay, and then I gonna be doing something here, and that's reasonable. That was a really good shield by me actually, and you did the kite as well, but this, yeah, what do I do? Nemesis.
Yeah,
Am I is that we commit? Yeah, we committing the pressure, or they are committing now? Like okay,
yeah,
see, like when I do this, you tell me, what's your thoughts on this nemesis here? So like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, like are we gonna be committing to do something at this point? Hmm.
yeah. I think this was pretty bad Nemesis for me,
Hmm.
honestly.
Right. So see again, what you need to just get in the habit then, yeah, before I would decide to commit, yeah, uh,
Yeah,
or the enemies they decide to commit, you need to scout, look around, and check, yeah, your team, are they
yeah,
around? Can they be active? If yes, then I think it's good. Then I think it's good. You can do the nemesis. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Now it's not the bus, yeah. The team was not around.
yeah,
So the enemy they can just kind of kite you, but then when you're actually ready to push, when your team is
yeah,
ready to push, you don't have nemesis anymore, right? You can't. It's a little bit
yeah,
harder. So even here, so you know you can maybe use those corners as your breaking points as well. So it
yeah,
doesn't matter when I just like the timing, like maybe not exactly emphasizing like before applying pressure, yeah, but maybe emphasize the corners a little bit more. So it doesn't matter. Maybe you went back to the corner, like let's say here, they done the
yeah,
pressure, I got back to the corner. Now again I scout, okay. Once you done the scouting, you apply pressure, you got to the next corner, and then again you repeat the process. So it's just kind of once I reach the corner, I won't still want to confirm what's happening. I think it's
yeah.
really, really good.
So just play a little bit slower around
Mm.
those, like
Yes,
not really
yes.
slower, but like slow enough to get around like to a corner,
That's
but
what I
like
would
not too
say.
slow, like
Mm-hmm.
this kind of right here.
That's what I would say. Like, so it's gonna be easier for you, so, and you will notice maybe you're not gonna be necessarily looking around all the time and just constant confirming with the visuals what's happening with your team, but at least you're gonna be doing this kind of mindset reset and
Yeah,
maybe doing something with communication. Maybe you're gonna be doing something with like looking at sounds as well, hearing the sounds. So maybe you hear your team is around, you can look to apply pressure, but it's always kind of slowed down, yeah, instead of me being too early unnecessarily with nemesis. Yeah, why is that the case? Yeah, I can just take my
yeah,
time, and that's fine. The more you do that, yeah, the more you apply this habit, yeah, like of just scouting around the corners, the easier it's gonna be for you to implement. You're gonna be faster at recognizing should you be pushing or not. It's fine.
yeah,
So like here, you just don't need it, and then you kind of notice, oh wait, okay, this guy's not
yeah,
ready. I cannot go. And just use your corners as breaking points, I think. Hmm. So like now, I reach the next corner again. Do this mental reset, scout, see. If I'm gonna do the next nemesis, is that gonna be good enough? Here it seems like it's reasonable. Most of your team is ready, so I can start applying pressure.
yeah,
Maybe you can even wait the 45 if you like, a little bit longer because they already used that. But this is just a little bit of micro. I think this is still fine. And you see, like now, you reach the corner,
yeah,
you again need to do this double eye, especially like I done this. Okay, they use the window, understandable, but then
yeah,
I understand. My team, are we pushing this space or not? Okay,
yeah.
by pushing, well, what do you think? Like with this, it feels like, yeah, what it feels like. Are we pushing this or what's happening?
I feel I feel like we are kind of
Yeah,
pushing it a
I'm
little
pushing.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
We have a decent amount
Yeah.
of people there, and we're all
Yeah.
using ults here now.
Yeah,
So
exactly. So like maybe again, what is that biggest trigger for you to hear? Probably Cassidy ultimate. Yeah, I hear the Cassidy
yeah,
ultimate, but it's once
yeah,
I done this corner, I hear something and then I
yeah.
do this. So I see something and then I do this.
I, I
Hmm.
I mainly pop Nemesis here or my ultimate here just to nullify the BAP window as much as I could.
That's good. That's good. That's
So
good. But again, you gotta understand. You like, let's say there's Bob window, but your team is not around, then it's not reasonable,
yeah,
right? So that's why I'm saying
yeah,
like always confirm. Hmm.
yeah,
Gotta be maybe a little bit more careful with the punches because you got slight disadvantage. You probably need to
yeah.
lean towards more defensive side of play. Try to because there you lost Cassidy,
Yeah.
but it's fine.
I get a little aggressive there. So yeah,
That's okay. Hmm. Let's see. Let's see. That's alright. Sort of. Well, you can get your cooldowns back. The reset drops. Oh, she did she get booped? I think maybe.
I'm pretty sure Lucy booped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Oh, that's good play. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is fine. Okay. Seeing if there's some opportunities to do early pressure, yeah. Just like that. Hmm. Definitely, you guys want to try to control the high ground maybe a little bit more, like the castle space,
yeah,
just in case. Maybe send somebody like one member to push the card, maybe like Moira, so she can go up on just get on the angle with you later because she has mobility. But this is okay because we review you. Let's see. Is there anything else? Mm, 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 mm. Now that was a little bit chaotic here, right? Just all this pressure around the bridge, but slow. Okay, and see, this is fine. Again, you're always asking the question, yeah, is that reasonable amount of pressure? Like I can get a kill or my team gets a kill when
yeah,
I do something. I do something with my nemesis. I do something with my slow, something like that. Yeah. Mhm. Okay, early poke pressure, slow. Any
yeah.
thoughts? What do you think? Do you need the slow
I
now?
usually treat my
Hmm.
vortex as not very like impactful. But I feel like I could make it a bigger ability. This probably wasn't the best slow. Just putting it around the corner.
Hmm.
Maybe I just look around the corner, see when my team's ready to like, because it could be good to kill a target easily with that slow. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like
So
maybe I could have peeked around the corner, see that like someone's like not out of position, or like see if our team's ready to go on someone, or like ready to just go in general, and then use the slow.
yeah, yeah. So see, like specifically for Vortex, yeah, usually what you expect from the enemy team is whenever they commit around the corner, they kind of gonna be actively pushing you because
Yeah,
the blocks of the corner somewhere you kind of make them stuck in the space, an unfavorable space where they continuously take damage. That is most ideal use of the Vortex most of the time.
okay.
There are usually times, well, there can be times when you're really far from the enemy, you can kind of show early Vortex to just farm ult charge, early Vortex, yeah. But then you want to make sure you get the next vortex back when the actual fight happens, once it's gonna break in, yeah, once the enemy commits something or we're about to commit
Yeah,
something and make the enemy stuck, yeah. So I'm gonna write
yeah,
down like make enemy stuck
yeah,
in the open. I'm just gonna say in the open because maybe they do rotation, maybe they just kind of stuck in an unfavorable position for some reason. So yeah, make enemy stuck in the open with Vortex a little bit more. So that's why
yeah,
it doesn't make as much sense.
yeah.
You're not committing now.
Yeah,
Uh,
I should use my
mhm.
vortex more for committing on someone.
Yeah, yeah. Again, either you guys commit or they committing. Yeah. So it's just
Yeah,
once they in the open. So like probably here, might be a good time actually. Maybe because
yeah,
this guy's out in the open, it's gonna be harder for them to like cut to the corner because they're stuck in. And even this Bab, by the way, he's not gonna be able to move up anymore. Imagine he's just stuck out in the
yeah,
open. Maybe he's doing it slightly later, and then he's not gonna jump anymore. Really nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, there's window. So this is like additional trigger for you. Okay, they use fortify. Mm-hmm. probably can wait it out as well. Just seeing again. I want to see not only one cooldown being used, but also one moment, but also try to see if there's committed pressure from the enemy team as well. I guess
Yeah.
maybe like waiting slightly longer and then pop the nemesis is even better. Kind of find this
Yeah.
point when they're weaker. But this is good direction overall. This is definitely better. Yeah, it's like not too bad. Yeah, because they're committing. It's just kind of
Yeah.
polishing the quality. Right. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was the end of the point. They didn't touch after this.
Okay, let's see. Maybe just get us a little bit more examples with the timing. Let's say defense. Okay, we probably gonna be expecting a lot of commitment from the enemy team towards your space. So let's see
Yeah.
what is gonna be happening here. Well, you.
It was they added a lot of time. So
Let's put it this way. Once the enemy team is gonna push, yeah. What is that
yeah.
area they're gonna be crossing? So you say they commit, yeah, they commit kind of to pushing you. What that area they should be crossing?
Probably like if past our side of the choke point is that when they would
Hmm.
probably commit.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
is
That
probably like the
see,
best
yeah,
assumption.
exactly. And that's how you think about it, yeah. Just where my team can be active as cooldowns, right?
Yeah.
And scene kind of make them uncomfortable. Yeah, don't waste your resources. So they can easily kite it. Yeah, like don't use a vortex too early or your nemesis. Okay, like again, as an exception, maybe you can use it early if you're confident you can get it back for the actual fight here. Yeah, if
Yeah.
I'm confident, this fight is happening now. When they commit, I wait, and then they gonna be pushing, and then I use the vortex right there. This is not
Yeah.
usable. You're not making somebody stuck exactly. Well, you kind of assuming, but let them commit and then make them stuck. Make this Ramattra stuck, so your May will have easier time freezing. For example, yeah, or maybe I'll make this Baptiste stuck even better because they committed towards my space. Yeah, and then you pop the
Yeah.
nemesis and destroy them. Most ideal way. You kind of do it here with Nemesis. This is fine.
Yeah.
Just your Vortex. Calm. Yeah, I see. Like again, a little bit lazy, right?
Yeah.
it's just they're not committing or we're not committing. Yeah, so I can
Yeah.
use this as a just try to wait. Maybe use this time to poke. Well, this guy for some reason he walks, but it's just coincidence. The smarter enemy Ramata, they probably would just play around the corner, wait, and then push. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this is a good coincidence. They got stuck themselves into this
Yeah.
circle. Yeah, that's why you kill him. That's good. Okay, you keep pushing. That's nice. Okay. Some early pressure. Wait for commitment. Again, I think this is you can do that because again you're really close to brawl phase. You're really close to right. So you just 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 4. Like if they push now, you don't have your vortex. You're in a bad situation.
Yeah.
I think, and that's what happens. Like maybe
Yeah.
it's 1, 2 seconds, but this is the would be the most ideal to use it now, right here, in the
Yeah.
out in the open middle of rotation. Imagine if you make them stuck in this this space, you may will have easier time volleying something. Well, or like other members as well. Maybe you speed boost something as well. That's what it feels like. Okay, do you have any questions about all of this so far, by the way, or everything's clear?
Uh, no, it's just I should just be using my vortex more as like to stop an enemy engagement or to engage onto
Mhm.
this enemy myself instead of just using it to get like a little bit of like slow and damage from poke.
Yep, yeah.
Probably the best one.
Yeah. Is that what it feels like? And yeah, you're probably not gonna be touching this.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay, you can wait it out. This is fine. You can push the rest vortex. Just maybe see what is the better target. Maybe something for you to again think about is,
Yeah,
hmm, what is that target I want to be stuck in the open? If you look at this picture,
yeah.
who you should be using Vortex on now? Is
She
that
use definitely use the vortex on the Sojourn there.
Surgeon,
She's just
exactly. Yeah,
right in the middle.
she's in the open. She's out in the middle. She's more scary to your team as well. And something to keep an eye on as well. Anybody with mobile cooldowns, I wanna usually vortex them first, so they're gonna be stay on the ground. They're not gonna be able to fly out easily. Like let's say she's gonna using her shift and try to go up, she will not go up, and because she's stuck. She's stuck. She can't do anything because you just glue her to the ground there.
Yeah.
And that's what maybe can make your team's life a little bit easier at this point. Right. Okay. I think I mentioned quite a lot. I'm just thinking if I properly summarize all of this, let me see. Just gonna be writing down what we got. Let me see. So we got this kind of timing when we
Yeah.
do something. Okay. So yeah, what do we got so far? Mm-hmm. What's
Well, so the biggest thing is my vortex usage. Use it on either on an engaging enemy to stop their push and make them use either more cooldowns against us to either push up or just like make them a little bit scared to push up, and then we
mm-hmm,
can get more damage on them as well. Or like just to go on an enemy that's like in the open, like that Sojourn, to force them to use a cooldown or to easily capitalize on their positioning. And
mm-hmm.
then just probably use
Yep.
Nemesis form more as like a engagement tool rather than like a defensive, I guess, usage. Like make it more like uh makes basically make enemies target you with the Nemesis form, but making it like an active ability rather than inactive. So
Right. Mm-hmm. Um,
yeah,
oh,
my biggest thing is using the abilities at the right time. So
what about this scouting moment? So remember, we want to make sure
yeah.
your team is able to follow up. Okay, so what you need to keep an eye on in your case.
My teammates positioning is like if they're ready, like if they're right beside me, ready to go in, or if they're
Mm-hmm.
farther back, like behind a wall, just trying to stay
Mm-hmm.
stabilized right now. Then
Mm-hmm.
probably can I can use my abilities when they're closer to me or they're ready to push up on like a certain angle.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep on looking around from basically what's gonna happen with my team if I use an ability
Mm-hmm.
or like if I'm ready to push up.
Yeah. So it's just one. Before you apply pressure being active, you can look around and check. So I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say, okay, like let's say this. You can you can look around and check. There are certain triggers. It's one, okay, before you apply pressure, being active. I think the biggest one maybe try to keep an eye on the corners. So look around, just before, or like once you reached the corner, then you can check what's happening. It's just kind of because I go from one corner to another, especially with a brawl comp. Even if I push the enemy's phone, I can get to this corner and just check, visually check, understand, what is happening. Okay. But it's not
like every
only.
time I'm
Mhm,
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you go from one corner to another. hmm so I'm also gonna add. You can look around, hear sounds. Maybe confirm with comms. Mm, yeah, I think this is the best. Hear sounds and also like animations. I'm gonna say this animations is a big one. Just because you hear the animations, it can help you understand is that something what your team is using. Maybe the enemies is that something what they're using. So yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So once you reach the corner before you apply pressure, this is gonna be main two times when you look around. Oh, and was actually a good one as well. When you use your cooldowns, yeah, when you used your cooldowns, you can also do the same. You can also check and see if most of my cooldowns are down now. I can scout what's happening with my team.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be also a slight note. With Brawl, usually gonna go from one corner to another, reach the corner, stabilize.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So two main points. We commit, use something, use cooldowns. We're gonna be using our vortex. We're gonna be using our nemesis. It's about your like ability usage. And another thing is, if enemy commits something, then you use your cooldowns as well. Yeah, like especially the vortex is a big one for you. Just like keep an eye on that. It's definitely not weak ability. Make the enemy stuck in the open a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. I think that's pretty much it. Do you have any questions,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah, should I use my vortex more when they're pushing in, or should I use it when we're gonna
Both. It
like
can be
go on
both.
a
Yeah,
yeah, so
as
just
I
look out for
mentioned.
opportunities
Yeah, as you
mainly.
mentioned, it's either you apply reasonable amount of pressure, yeah, you do a lot of pressure, or they're gonna be doing a lot of pressure. It's just mainly the general idea. Yeah, what's always gonna be there for Vortex is you make the enemy stuck in the open, and
Yeah.
usually, I think like maybe one more thing is anybody's mobile, keep them in the ground as well on the ground.
Yeah.
Something. So yeah, I think it's this. Okay. Any other questions as well?
Yeah. My shield. Should I treat my shield as something to hold space or to take space as well?
Again, it's both. So like again, it's either it
Yeah.
treated the same way. Like okay, is where I'm fighting. Okay, once I
Yeah.
fight in there, once something is happening in the area where I know the fight is gonna be, I use my cooldowns, and it usually starts with the shield,
Yeah.
vortex, nemesis after. Okay, um,
Yeah.
it can be different sometimes, but usually it's this. My cooldown rotation is this.
Yeah.
Once they enter the area, then once let's put it this way, something is happening in the area, then I do something. It can be you pushing or it can be enemy pushing. You use your cooldowns. That's how you think
Yeah.
about it. Definitely, the good idea can be a lot of times is seeing how can I apply pressure with my primary fire first, kind of thinking about
Yeah.
using your primary fire to just let's say like force the enemy cooldown. So I'm doing something,
Yeah.
I force the enemy cooldowns first, and then I use my own cooldowns. I punish the enemy with my own. This is the most ideal. Maybe if let's say they commit
Yeah.
nemesis, or like let's say they, I don't know, they're using something like ultimate, then I pop my shield. It's better compared to using your shield early and then letting them use their own cooldowns. It's always nice if I can do some initial pressure first. So yeah. We can
Yeah.
think about it this way too. Okay. Any other questions?
Um, I don't think I have any. Just whenever I'm just reloading or like staying behind a corner, I should just keep on looking around more, and then
100%. This
using my
too. Mm.
cooldowns, either to guarantee a kill or at least make them use a ability or two, instead of just using it out in the open,
Mm-hmm.
just like a shield. Like I usually use my shield as out in the open. I should just use it to either mostly block damage, or like gain some space, gain like a corner to
Mm-hmm.
I can like wait for my cooldown rotation again around a corner,
Mm-hmm.
especially in a brawl.
Yeah. Definitely. Like making sure it's more. Yeah, like they're doing more in the actual fight, so it's
Yeah.
like not something the enemy can kite easily. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's mainly it, like scouting and your resource management. Definitely keep an eye on that. I think like really big thing. Your team is around. You
Yeah.
can apply pressure. Yeah, this is really nice. Okay. Anything else or?
No, I don't think there's anything after
Hmm.
that.
What you can do for the future? If you got any questions, just send me questions directly here on the
Okay.
Discord. That's completely fine. You can also send me any timestamps with a specific question. You can also do that. Just send me direct question on this format. But for now, I'm just gonna send you your summary directly to you,
Yeah.
and yeah, you can have those notes and play your next game. See, try to apply what I mentioned today.
Yeah.
Does that sounds good?
Yeah. Thank you very much
Yeah, no
for
problem.
that.
All right, then I will see you later and good luck.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, bye
Good luck to you.
bye. Yeah.